Once you have converted this equation and solved for t, this is not correct, but I'm not going to give you the answer. I just want to give you an example. Then I'm going to show you how you can take your data, which is distance in centimeters, and plug it into that equation all at once, and it'll output the data for down here. So we're going to do that in a Google spreadsheet. I'm going to go to File, New Spreadsheet. And I'm going to just select all this. This is just random data. I have no idea if you're just going to look close to this. I have numbers in here just to kind of show you the process. So I'm going to do Control C to copy that, and then Control V to paste it. So it pasted in all of those values right here. And now I need to apply the formula to every one of those, and that will convert it using your correct formula into time, and then we can paste those times down here. So we don't have to actually plug every single one of these numbers into an equation to solve for t. So if I use this formula here, and I'm going to copy it so I don't have to try to just remember what it is. So that's my formula. I'm going to say that this cell here equals 2 times, and then I need in parentheses this value, because that was my distance value that I made up, to the power. And if I want to say 1/3, then that also needs to be in parentheses. So I'm going to say equals 2 times this distance to the 1/3. Hit enter. And now I can apply that formula to everything in that row. You cannot go over and down at the same time. I can't do the whole chunk. I got to go over first, and then I have 4 of these rows, so I can go down 4. And so it's applied that formula to every single one of these distances. Now if I want to do a change how many decimals are showing, then I'm going to decrease the decimal place, and I'm just going to do maybe to the 10th of a second. So now I take this and click, and I'm just going to click once. I have the mouse held down and drag. Control C to copy that. Another way you can do it is just click once here and then shift click here, and you'll get the whole thing. Control C to copy that and go back, and I can now paste that in here. And that gives me all my data. Now if you want to do an average, then we just say, so let's say I'm going to label this here, average. I can say this equals, and I type in average, whoops, there we go, average, of these numbers, and then hit enter. So I just click and drag over those, hit enter, and now I can copy this formula by clicking this little blue box down to there. So now I can click and drag and select those, copy, and Control V to paste them. So that gives me all of my data right there without having to do any of the math. Now it's your turn.